Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Fright Night Fridays. I'm Marco,
This is Nely.
And I'm Julio.
and today's episode is going to be very interesting. We're going to be talking about clowns, and not just supernatural clowns, but also like real life cases involving clowns. Um, I know Julio has a very interesting, a few stories, right, from clown sightings.
Oh,
Do you have
yeah.
any like ideas about that? Why it happened? Stuff like that.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think anyone knows to date why.
The real reason.
Yeah, the real reason why clown sightings were going on, but surely it scared. It didn't. The clown thing didn't scare me. It was like the actual people going inside people's houses and like doing stuff like that. So it kind of gave me like the worriness or the anxiety about it, because I even though as a joke or whatever, but I got a taser.
Oh, you did?
I bought a
You
taser.
got a taser?
Yeah,
Because of the clown sightings.
because of the clown sighting. Because it's not that like you can't handle a clown. Maybe like you're in a car, you run over somebody, but it's always good to like where I used to work at. The parking lot was like, to get to the parking lot was so far. So if you're one day doing overtime or something and it's at night and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
walking by yourself, like it's good to have something like a pepper spray or. So yeah, I got a taser from Amazon. It was like
And it all started
15
last
bucks.
year, right?
Yeah, it was during October.
I think it was
like
around
September,
a little
October.
bit before
Halloween,
Halloween,
definitely.
when there were the first sightings. I remember seeing news that it first started in the UK.
Oh really?
That people were seeing, they were taking pictures of just clowns standing in the middle of the street with balloons or just standing there, and it freaked people out.
That would have freaked me out.
Yeah.
If I would have seen one, I would be like, no.
And a lot of people
And
were,
leave.
yeah, a lot of people were scared because all you see were pictures. There weren't really big stories on clowns. At first, it just started with, I took a picture of this at 3 a.m. like on a
Right.
Thursday night, and people were like, "What the hell? Like, what are these clowns?
Right.
What does this mean?" But as soon as it got into the U.S., I think it all started to become
Blow
prank.
up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, people just don't think things like that's what it takes away from the whole. Like people are doing it to get views or things on like YouTube or something.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it takes that seriousness away from it. Now it's like turns into it. So now you never know whether it's someone actually looking for trouble or someone who's just making like a prank.
Yeah, when it's real or fake. And I think that in the UK, they did it at first to scare people, not as much of as
A
a
threat.
prank.
Yeah.
I think it was actually something pretty serious because you wouldn't see this type of stuff, or you didn't hear this type of stuff happening in the UK.
Right.
You would hear something like this happen here in the US, where people just do pranks like that. Because I remember seeing those pranks of people like having dummies on the ground and then like
Oh, yeah.
splashing
I
their
remember
heads in front of
seeing
people.
that. Yeah.
Like those were before those sightings. So in the
Yeah, that was a
UK,
long time ago. Right?
yeah, and then in the UK they started posting these pictures of, I took this at 3 a.m. I don't know what this means. There's clowns, and then once it got here in the US, it started becoming a prank.
Yeah.
But I think there's some
Like
more.
joke or not, you're getting tased. Like
Yeah, no, and then people get run over with their cars because they were like, I'm not dying today. We're run over people.
Yeah,
Oh, and
it's-
the clown.
I've heard of people like beating people up with bats. I think I saw a video like that where this guy got off his car and started beating him.
Yeah, I can't buy taser in the car because I was like, I don't know if I can take it to work or whatever, but you will take it in the car.
Yeah, I feel like in the UK there's a more sinister meaning to what happened with the clowns and stuff. Here, like I think they
But
just
you
did it
didn't
for
hear
views.
anything else after that. In the UK, everything just started to be a joke and just mainly focused in the US.
Yeah.
After that, we didn't hear anything that else
I
happened
think
in the
after
UK.
I want to say, since how October, November you went to the election, I feel like during the election, I heard nothing about clowns anymore.
No, they stopped.
Like, because we got a bigger clown and
Or
but
just
you know,
people,
but
like,
yeah, because there's clowns like the the clowns I but history shows like clown the Gacy.
oh, John Wayne.
Yeah,
Gacy?
John Wayne Gacy. He dressed as a clown.
That
He was
one
actually,
was,
he was
that
actually
one
a
was
serial
crazy.
killer.
Yeah.
and that's actually one of the first, I guess, sinister serial killers that dressed up as a
That's
clown.
a clown.
Because I was reading about him, and he had a very sad childhood. I remember reading that his dad was an alcoholic and he would beat him, his sister, and his mom up. And it wasn't like until he was starting to become a teenager when he started having he became bisexual, so he had all these like mixed thoughts and feelings. And so when he became an adult and he got married, he began to have more feelings of his bisexuality. So he began to lure kids into his house. So he would tell them, "Hey, I have a construction job for you, but you need to come meet me at my house." So he would get these teens to come over to his house, and he would rape them and eventually kill them. And his wife actually found in their basement, I believe.
Yeah.
She found pictures and yeah. At first,
I knew he buried them, right?
yeah, but this was before they found out.
Oh, before they did.
Yeah, because he was married, so
she
found
knew about it.
Yeah, she found out that he was having
affairs.
Like
yeah,
pornography.
yeah, and he had child pornography in his basement. I think it was his basement, but she found out about it, so she divorced him. And then once he was living alone, that's when he started luring more kids. And then when he was divorced, that's when he came up with his alter ego, which was Pogo the Clown. And so I know he joined some type of club for clowns, and he started going to charity events, parties, trying to find his next victims. And then I also read that when he finally had the teens in his house, he would dress up as a clown, rape them, and kill them while he was dressed up as a clown. And so he was saying that it wasn't him, but his alter ego who did all this. It's crazy.
So that is a killer clown.
Oh yeah, that's a killer clown right there. I think there were about 33 total murders that he did. It's crazy. There's way more than that on cases, but he's the most famous, and he actually had movies.
Documentaries, right? About it. That's why it's always. I guess I don't think I would hire any like a clown for a birthday or something. I feel like you need to do background check. I mean, call people that have done work for, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you just hire somebody like crazy.
I know some people do. Obviously, with being parties, like
where there's
family
clowns,
parties, and then they have a higher clown. But I mean,
I wouldn't.
Who
do
knows?
It. Yeah, I don't think I would do it.
I don't think I would do it for my daughter. I don't think.
I developed my fear since from It, from the movie It.
That's a different story though, because I do hate clowns and I do despise them, and I'm kind of scared of them. But It is my favorite movie. And
is it?
I guess is it because I'm an adrenaline junkie. When I get scared, I like it.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm just like, okay, show me more. And whenever I scream, because I'm a screamer, whenever I scream, I'm just like, oh my god, what's next? Like, show me, because I was watching the new It trailer,
right?
And I was so hooked, but I was so scared at the same time.
You're the
so
type of person that like covers your face, but you have
but I still gotta
like...
see. Yes. So I'm very excited about this movie coming out.
Me too.
That's weird because sometimes when you like get scared of something, you don't want to watch it, but you're like the opposite.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared of rats, and I would never watch a movie. Like I can do it. I could do a clown like watching it. But I don't think I would hire him either. No. I'm not scared of clowns.
If you know the person and you know that he does the clowning for living, then you're like, okay, maybe I'll hire you.
But like a stranger.
You don't know anybody.
Like if someone went up to you like, hi, I do clowning.
Hey, here's my car. I do parties for kids for us.
Like, no, you don't.
No.
There's actually legends evolving clowns. I know there's this thing called I told you about it, the Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah.
Where you were like, oh, it sounds like Harley Quinn. I was like, yeah, but it's way more sinister than that.
Like, what's the story about that one?
It's a legend. Basically, it's kind of like the Slender Man. It's this white faced like being or whatever. Also really tall. He's not wearing a suit or anything. It's just like a black figure, but it has a all white face. So it doesn't have a face. It's just all white, kind of like Slender Man. And the legend is that it would only go after kids. So the kids, whenever they know that it's around, they would hear this like evil clown-sounding laugh, and that thing would only take kids. Oh, so it's kind of like the Slender Man, except it involves like clown creatures, I guess, because it would laugh and it would like try to get kids to come with it.
Why would a kid follow a creepy laugh?
Well, when you're a kid, you don't really think like when you hear when you see a clown and you hear it laugh, it makes the little kids laugh.
Depends on what kid it is. If it's a smart kid, he'll run.
That's true.
Like, I don't think.
But kids are really naive.
And they're curious.
Yeah, and they're like, "Ooh, they're laughing. I want to go
Like,
see
I
what
feel
they're
like if they're laughing
about."
and they see like a balloon or something, they would run over.
It's kind of, it's kind of like Georgie from the first movie, It, when he was like, "I have a balloon." The little kid was like, "I want the balloon and I want my book back." And this guy's a clown. I don't think he's evil. So that's kind of it makes you wonder like, oh my god, this thing could be real.
I just.
I wonder if monsters are real. Like if like a monster, because
Like
it's
these
supposed to
legends?
be a monster, but he takes into a persona of a clown. It's a monster.
Right.
Well, not just a clown, but anything that
You're
scares
afraid
you.
of.
But and then I guess he stays as a clown because that's what most kids are afraid of.
No, that's what most kids will be drawn to.
Like I'm probably the scariest ever because I could watch a video if it's like daylight and like I couldn't watch a YouTube video right now because it's a little dark. I couldn't watch it.
You'll be scared to go down to your
I
car.
love it when it's darker.
Me too.
I'm so scared to see it, yet I still put them on. Like creepypastas, when it's like 11 p.m., I would put them on.
See,
and
I
would
can't do
scare
that.
myself.
I can't even do that.
We do that here.
Ooh, okay. If I'm with people,
Ghost
it's a different
videos.
story.
You don't do it by yourself? I love
If
doing
I
it
was by myself, no way, Jose. Have I had any like when the clown sightings were going on? Were you guys scared of them or?
I wasn't. I was
Because you
I was
have
aware.
a daughter, yeah.
I was just aware. I know I was a little scared when I was going, to places by myself with her.
Yeah.
I would always like turn around and look to my side, and
Yeah.
whoever comes behind me, I'll like kick them. But I don't know. I was always aware and making sure she was safe.
Yeah, there's plenty of stories of clown sightings. And there's
Like-
plenty of videos that will keep you out.
Like where I live, it has that the woods behind it, like the parking lot. Like every time I would get up for work, it was
You
so
just look.
dark, and I would look, and I'd be like, "You would
Yeah,
turn,
especially where you
turn
work.
like my car on."
Like where we used to work at number one,
Yeah.
where you had to walk you had to walk like 3 minutes or even 5 minutes to get to your
Yeah.
car.
I have a
And
video
it's
of one time there was a
yeah.
storm. There was a storm, and they turned off all the power, like in the parking lot and the walkway. And I have a video of it, and it shows all dark, and I'm like, "Oh hell no!" About to get in my car and go home. And that's what I did.
Yeah, I think I don't even know what I would do if I saw a clown. I think I'd just run. Like that'd be my first instinct.
I think if the clown didn't have a weapon, I wouldn't feel too
Threatened.
scared or
Yeah.
too threatened. But if I saw that it had like,
A bat.
there was one of them who had a gun, and obviously the person was like, she got in the car and she left. But if they didn't have anything, then I would be like, okay, just sit away.
Yeah.
Don't try to do anything.
But
and
that's
then,
why I also try not to go walking at night to places.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like that's more of a. Ugh. I mean, I feel like I can go during the day to walk because we live in a city kind of not city, but close to a city where there's people and there's cars.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it's a night and I'm going somewhere, I'm going in the car. Even I tell my parents now at the age that we have, I'm like, we should have plans. Whether it's like, let's say someone breaks into your house, you have a plan. Like,
Oh,
you do this, you do
yeah.
that. Like, you go to this room only. Or let's say you have
That's
like
a really good idea.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you lock the door, you lock it up here, or you hide under the bed, or we're not under the bed because that's the first place they look at.
Yeah, train
Or-
your kids and observe.
Yeah, it's to the age where they understand, like, train your kids. This is the plan that we're gonna do.
Like
Or,
if you see somebody walk into the house that you don't know,
Don't open the
immediately run to this one spot or
Lock the door, don't get out. She has a phone call. Something like
yeah.
or even
Dang. I'm
yeah.
gonna write that down.
Yeah.
Or you can carry pepper spray.
Yeah.
You bet your
You
friend.
can-
Yeah,
she-
she
well,
carries them.
Yeah,
My
she
mom's
carries
got
hers
one.
all the
doesn't
time.
care. I was like, Mom, you better put it in your keychain.
Yeah, that's what
Like,
my
my
friend
mom
has.
just
She
puts it in her
always
purse.
carries it with her.
Yeah,
And
because Carlos got
I need to get my
one.
mom one.
Yeah, you should.
I think it's harder to use the pepper spray because you have to get it out of your thing. In a case like that, you get very panicked.
Yeah, I have a feeling why that the clown sighting stuff ended because they started becoming more of a prank, and a lot of people were getting arrested
Oh yes,
for
they
pranking
were
stuff
getting
like that.
arrested.
I remember I saw this story about this YouTuber that does pranks, where he went to those manual car washes. They have to use the big brush, and the big gun to like brush your car, like, spray it or whatever. There was this one person that was doing that late at night, and this YouTuber dressed up as a clown and having a knife in his hand came up to the person while they were washing their car late at night, and so the person called the cops, got out of there quick, and so the cops found this YouTuber, and the YouTuber was like, it's a prank, and they still charged him for carrying a weapon and threatening somebody's life. And it's like, dude, you deserve it. You're not supposed to do something like that. There's a reason why this stuff is not okay, because you scare people so much to the point that they could like attack you, even though it's a prank. They don't know it's a prank at the beginning, right? And you can get arrested too.
And how you're saying about the clowns? You know how we went to my brother's house for a Halloween party? Well, the next day, that Sunday was gonna be Halloween, right, or Monday.
Was it? Oh yeah, we did.
And
it was Monday.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And the Twitterverse and all that media was saying that there was gonna have a clown purge. Remember?
Oh really?
Right.
I don't think I heard
I
about
remember that. Yeah.
Like clowns, like people were threatening, like they were having pages that were threatening. So I was like, I'm gonna be prepared because I'm gonna act because I rode the bus to there. I was like, I'll have my taser. I had my taser with me. I was like, Mom, you lock the doors. You have the pepper spray right here with you. Like I don't take. I was like, you know what? These people do threats, but I take them seriously. Don't play. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I think fear is what we create in our heads.
Yeah.
Like, because at the end of the day, you can handle a spider, a rat, a clown. You know, it's just that fear that you put yourself in. It's that lack of control that you have in yourself. You know, like even when my dad sleeps during the day, and like my mom's at work and close at work. Like I go to my room and I saw the DVDs and like there was like It or something. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to the living room where there's light. Like I'm like, oh no, I'm going to the living room where there's light.
I feel like I did that when I was little, when we used to stay at home alone or something, and I would wake up earlier than you guys, and you guys would still be asleep or something, and I would go and I'd be like, I want to watch a movie, and then I'd open the drawer to see what movie, and I would see It, and like, you know how like in the cover it has a face, and I'd be like, ooh, no, never mind, I don't want to see nothing.
Like,
that's so funny.
I just have this thing about scary. Like I like them. Like I like scary movies, but I don't
Not
know.
by yourself.
I can't.
Not by myself.
You know, I think the movies that scare me the most is like where it's not a monster, but like a person.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Like a serial killer?
Like a serial killer or home invasion or
something that
can happen.
Yeah.
Something that can happen. You know, that's what scares me the most about movies.
Those don't scare me that much when it's like something that could.
I guess because
Maybe
I only
it
think
gets-
of
maybe it just
scenarios
gets me
of
nervous.
what I would do.
Yeah.
That's what Nate and
Yeah.
I do. We
I see
always
those
think of
movies like
scenarios.
that.
Yeah,
I
we're
see
like,
movies like that too.
oh, they could have done this.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have gone this way, and we could have grabbed this person this way, blah blah blah. And so we just make scenarios about how we would get
That's
out
why I
of
see
this
those
situation.
movies. The movies that scare me the most are the ones that the supernatural ones, the ones that people don't really understand. Like it could be real, it can be not real. So like the feeling that it could happen, you know, that this could be real, ghosts could be real, or spirits, demon possessions, like those types of things are the ones that scare me the most, because I'm like,
I know.
damn, because could this really happen? What if this happens to me? What if there's an entity in my house? You know, that's what
like
scares
the
me the most.
paranormal
Things that I
movies?
can't see and I can't really
Paranormal
understand. Yeah, those are the ones that scare me. When I think of like serial killers or like people, you know, kind of like those types of things, I'm just like, they don't scare me that much. I mean, I would be scared in real life if that happens to me ever.
But also scared is like
for
a really
movies, as far as
particular word.
movies and stuff like that, they don't really.
There is that religion. I mean, I call it religion, Wicca. There's people that take it as a good source, but there's people that take it very
dark.
Yeah. I guess it's with every religion.
Well, yeah, every religion will have their dark, kind of thing where instead of being the good person, they'll be the bad.
I mean, because nowadays Satanism is a religion for people too.
Apparently, it is now.
It is.
And that's
People want it to
scary
be tentacles.
too.
It's like,
And if you
I don't
see
think so.
some ordinary gamers, you can see the deep web. His deep web explorations. There's a bunch of websites.
Oh, see, I can't even handle with that.
That
What?
I can't.
You could find some dark stuff.
I love watching his videos because they're very informative. As
No,
far as
after
what's
after
out
we were
there.
talking about that, I went home and I went on Hulu and I started watching Hostel because that's how you said.
Oh yeah, Red Rooms.
I am never going to Europe or somewhere like that. I feel like I'll go to Paris.
That is.
I'll probably go to Italy, maybe. Not to disrespect Europe, but that's not good. I don't want to go
A
to.
friend introduced me
go
to the
Slovakia?
deep web because I would have never thought there was a bigger internet universe. I always thought that whatever we saw as
Was
far as
it?
on Internet Explorer and stuff like that is it. Like that's all there is. But when a friend told me no, there's like that's just probably 10% of what's out there. And then he told me about the deep web, so I started researching and like saw videos on YouTube and found out about red rooms and satanic cult websites and things where they're like, we can summon demons. This is how to summon a demon. This is how to build a bomb. This is how these are classified documents. Like all these things are out there on the web, and that's what the deep web is. And that's why I love watching some ordinary gamers. This guy, Mudahar, he explores it for everyone as an educational.
But he's been
type of-
safety, like he's been like.
He's been saved. He's like a hacker. He knows he does that for he did that for a living. I think this week, so that he knows how to code stuff and he knows how to how to build walls within his stuff.
Yeah, so it's not something you can do out of your computer.
No, because there's so many people out there that can hack your computer so easily.
So if you want to know more about that, go check out his channel.
some ordinary games.
Oh, for promotion. Shout out.
No, I love his videos, and I don't mind
Retweet
shouting
our
him
video,
out because
please.
he's awesome. And there's also this one YouTube channel that I'll post it on there. I forgot what it is.
The links
But,
will down below.
Yeah,
Yes.
he does. He gets emails from people that have real life stories.
Oh, Jim Harold.
That's another person. That's the podcast that I listen to, Jim Harold's Campfire, where people call in through the phone and tell their stories through the phone. They're crazy, huh? I think so too. Well, I think we should stop it now
Okay.
because we already talked about the clowns.
I don't know. I'm much more interested in this conversation. I'm like, tell me more.
So
Well, that wraps up this episode of Friday Night Fridays. Catch us next week when we discuss more paranormal and
Yeah.
scary topics. Let us know down below if you have any ideas for us or if you
any
have
topics that
any,
you want us
to discuss,
discuss.
and we will do that. So give it a thumbs up, like, and share it.
And
Please
subscribe.
subscribe.
We have a new episode of the Dabble Podcast coming up this Sunday. And next week we'll have more Ticket Time Tuesday and Fright Night Fridays. We'll see you next week, guys.
Later.
Bye.